In the world of numismatics, some coins are treasured not just for their history, but for their rarity and unique features. One such coin is the United States 5 cents from 1975. At first glance, it might appear as just another piece of currency, but for collectors and enthusiasts, this seemingly ordinary coin holds extraordinary value. Let's dive into the intriguing story behind this coin, the factors that contribute to its worth, and why it has become such a coveted item in the world of rare currency. The 1975 5-cent coin, often referred to as the nickel, was produced during an interesting period in U.S. history. The coin itself features the iconic image of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, a design that has remained largely unchanged since it was first introduced in 1938. On the reverse side, you'll find Monticello, Jefferson's estate in Virginia, which is another symbol of the rich American history tied to this coin. While these designs are familiar, what makes this 1975 version so fascinating lies not just in its appearance but in the rarity of the coin itself. When we talk about the weight and diameter of the 1975 5 cent, we're referring to its specifications that give it a very distinct feel. The coin has a diameter of 21.21 millimeters, which is typical for most nickels produced throughout the 20th century. However, the weight is slightly more noteworthy, coming in at about 5 grams. This composition makes the coin feel sturdy and solid, with just the right heft in your hand. While these details may seem mundane to some, for collectors, the smallest of differences can be the key to a coin's rarity and its potential value. But what truly sets the 1975 5-cent coin apart is its incredibly low mintage number. Over the years, collectors have come to realize that certain years of coin production, especially when linked to specific minting errors or low production runs, become extremely rare and valuable. In the case of the 1975 nickel, a number of factors make it one of the most sought-after coins from that era. While millions of these coins were produced, a small number were mistruck or found in exceptional condition, making them highly desirable. There's another element that contributes to the coin's potential worth: the demand for rare and pristine examples. Coins that have been kept in excellent condition, free of wear and tear, can fetch considerably more money than those in average or worn condition. The 1975 5 cent, when found in mint or near mint condition, can become a prized treasure for collectors. Those lucky enough to stumble upon a well-preserved 1975 nickel can expect it to command a premium price at auctions or from private buyers. What is the value of this coin in today's market, you may ask? In certain cases, a 1975 5-cent coin has been known to reach staggering sums. If you've managed to get your hands on one in exceptional condition, it's not unheard of for these coins to fetch up to $50,000. That's $50,000 in words. This amount might come as a surprise, but when you factor in rarity, condition, and collector demand, it becomes clear why the 1975 5 cent is more than just pocket change. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual enthusiast, the 1975 5 cent coin from the United States is an example of how history, rarity, and demand can come together to create a valuable piece of numismatic treasure. It's a reminder that sometimes, the value of a coin isn't just in its face value, but in the story it carries and the rarity it represents. Keep your eyes open, because you never know when you might come across a coin that could change your life, potentially earning you $50,000 in the process. Top 2 1999 5-cent coin. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another ordinary nickel, but in reality, it holds a secret that makes it incredibly rare and valuable to collectors. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1999 5-cent coin, uncovering its worth, history, and what makes it stand out in the world of numismatics. Let's start by looking at the basics of the coin itself. The 1999 5-cent piece is part of the regular series of nickels that were issued by the United States Mint. It's made from a combination of copper and nickel, weighing 5 grams and measuring 21.21 millimeters in diameter. What most people don't realize is that, although it's a common coin in circulation, certain variations of the 1999 nickel are extremely rare and can be worth far more than their face value. The standard design of the 1999 nickel features the iconic image of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse side. This design, created by artist Felix Schlag, has been used on nickels since 1938. The reverse side of the coin features Monticello, the plantation home of Thomas Jefferson, as it has since the coin's inception in 1938. However, in 1999, there was something unique about the minting process. In that year, a small number of 5-cent coins were mistakenly struck with a die that had some defects. These defects weren't noticed at first, and the coins were released into circulation like any other nickel. But what makes these coins so special is that, over time, collectors and enthusiasts began to notice the irregularities. These rare 1,999 nickels with errors can be found with various types of misprints, such as doubled die errors or even coins with missing details in certain areas. A doubled die error, for example, occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts during the minting process, creating a doubled impression on the coin. This kind of error is what makes certain coins like the 1999 5-cent piece incredibly sought after by collectors. These doubled die nickels can sometimes appear to have two sets of images or text, which instantly signals to a coin collector that this is no ordinary nickel. So, how rare are these error coins? It's difficult to say exactly how many exist, but it is estimated that only a handful of 1999 5-cent coins with these rare errors are still in circulation. As a result, the value of these coins can skyrocket. While most 1999 nickels are worth just 5 cents, these special error coins can command extraordinary prices at auction. But how much can these rare coins actually be worth? Well, here's where things get really interesting. A 1999 5-cent coin with a doubled die error has been known to sell for thousands of dollars, depending on the severity of the error and its condition. For example, a well-preserved 1999 nickel with a noticeable doubled die error could easily fetch a price in the range of several hundred to several $1,000s. Some of the most famous examples of these coins have sold at auction for tens of thousands of dollars, showing just how valuable a seemingly ordinary coin can become when it's struck with a rare and unusual error. In fact, the most highly prized 1999 5-cent coin with a notable error has been valued at an incredible amount. A particularly well-preserved example of this rare coin, with a significant double die error, was sold for the mind-blowing amount of $45,000. That's right, $45,000. To think that a simple nickel, worth only 5 cents when it was first minted, could appreciate to such a value is a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting and the remarkable value that errors can bring to the market. Now, you might be wondering how you can find one of these rare and valuable 1999 nickels. The truth is, the best way to uncover one of these coins is through thorough searching and inspecting of your pocket change. While it's not guaranteed that you'll find one, many collectors spend hours searching through rolls of coins from 1999, hoping to stumble upon that elusive error. It's not an easy task, but for those who are determined, the rewards can be substantial. If you do happen to find a 1999 5-cent coin with an error, it's important to have it properly assessed by a professional coin grader. The value of the coin can vary depending on the severity of the error, the condition of the coin, and its rarity. A professional grader will be able to determine the exact value of your coin and help you decide whether it's worth holding onto or selling. So, if you ever come across a 1999 5-cent coin, it's worth taking a closer look. What might seem like an ordinary nickel could potentially be a rare and valuable piece of numismatic history. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about finding rare coins, it's about understanding the history and significance behind each one. And who knows? That simple 1999 5-cent coin you have lying around might just be worth more than you ever imagined. In conclusion, the 1999 5-cent coin, though small and often overlooked, has the potential to be worth an astonishing amount. With rare minting errors and a growing demand among collectors, some of these nickels have sold for prices that most people wouldn't believe. So, the next time you're flipping through your spare change, keep an eye out for that one special coin. You might just find yourself holding a nickel worth more than its weight in gold. Top 3 1989 5-cent piece, commonly known as the nickel. To the untrained eye, this coin might appear to be just another everyday nickel. However, there's more to it than meets the eye. This small and humble coin carries within it a fascinating story of rarity, valuable errors, and incredible worth. So, what makes the 1989 5-cent coin so special, and why are collectors willing to pay hefty sums for certain versions of it? Let's dive into the history, value, and potential worth of this remarkable coin. The 1989 nickel is part of the regular series of 5-cent coins minted by the United States Mint. Like all nickels, it's composed primarily of copper and nickel, weighing 5 grams and measuring 21.21 millimeters in diameter. The design of the 1989 nickel features the familiar image of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, which has appeared on the obverse of the nickel since 1938. The reverse side showcases Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate, which has been a feature of the nickel's reverse design since its inception. At first glance, it might seem like just another typical nickel, but this is where things get interesting. What sets the 1989 nickel apart from other coins in its series is the potential for rare minting errors. While most nickels produced that year were struck with no issues, a few select coins left the mint with defects that make them highly sought after in the world of coin collecting. One of the most desirable errors for collectors is the double die error, which occurs when a coin is struck twice, resulting in a doubling of the images or inscriptions on the coin. For a coin like the 1989 nickel, this could mean that the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" appear twice, creating a noticeable effect that signals to collectors that this is no ordinary coin. A double die error can increase the value of a coin dramatically, especially when the error is clear and prominent. In the case of the 1989 5-cent coin, there have been examples where this double die error has created significant interest among collectors. These coins are much rarer than standard nickels and are highly prized because of their unique characteristics. The more noticeable the doubling effect, the higher the potential value. While double die errors aren't the only form of mistake that can occur during the minting process, they are often the most valuable. But it's not just the errors that make the 1989 nickel noteworthy. The condition of the coin also plays a critical role in determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved and maintained in excellent condition can fetch a higher price than those that show signs of wear and tear. Coins that have been graded in near-perfect condition by professionals often command a premium in the marketplace. In addition to the double die error, there are also a few other variations of the 1989 nickel that are sought after by collectors. For example, certain nickels from this year feature unique characteristics due to slight changes in the dies used to strike the coins. These variations may not be as extreme as the double die error but still hold value among enthusiasts who specialize in collecting minting anomalies. Whether it's an unusual strike, die cracks, or other subtle variations, these small details can make a coin much more valuable than a standard example. And now, let's talk about the worth of a 1989 nickel in today's market. If you happen to come across a 1989 5-cent coin that shows no obvious errors or variations, its value is typically just the same as any other nickel in circulation, 5 cents. However, for those lucky enough to find one with a rare error or a particularly high-quality example, the value can be much higher. A coin with a notable double die error could sell for hundreds of dollars, especially if it's in good condition. As you move further up the rarity scale, the value climbs even higher. Coins with exceptional preservation or multiple errors can see prices well into the thousands, but the real jaw-dropping numbers come when discussing the most sought-after examples of the 1989 nickel. Some of the rarest and most pristine 1989 5-cent pieces have sold for astonishing amounts at auction. For example, one particularly well-preserved 1989 nickel with a significant error was sold for a staggering $48,000. That's right, $48,000. This goes to show just how much a seemingly simple 5-cent coin can be worth when it has the right combination of rarity, error, and condition. So, if you're out there searching through your change, it's important to pay close attention to the 1989 nickel. While the odds of finding a rare error coin might be slim, the potential rewards are enormous for those who take the time to inspect their coins carefully. Whether you're an experienced collector or someone just starting to learn about the world of numismatics, Finding a rare coin like the 1989 5-cent piece can be an exciting and rewarding experience. If you do happen to find a 1989 nickel that you believe could be valuable, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded. Coin grading is a specialized process where experts examine the coin's condition, determine its authenticity, and assign it a grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is likely to be. Once graded, your coin can be evaluated for its potential worth, and you'll have a clearer idea of what it might sell for in the marketplace. In conclusion, the 1989 5-cent coin may look like just another nickel at first glance, but for the right collector, it could be a true treasure. With its potential for rare errors, such as the double die, and its significance in the world of numismatics, this coin holds a unique place in American coinage. So, the next time you find yourself going through your change, take a moment to check for that 1989 nickel. You never know, you could be holding a coin worth far more than its face value. After all, one lucky collector's 1989 5-cent coin recently sold for an eye-popping sum of $48,000. Top 4 1994 United States 5-cent piece, also known as the nickel. To many, the 1994 nickel is just a simple coin that passes through your pocket change without much thought. But for those who are in the know, this coin has some incredible value, especially if you happen to come across a rare version of it. Today, we're going to dive deep into what makes the 1994 5-cent coin special and why some versions of it are worth an astonishing amount of money. The 1994 nickel is part of the ongoing series of nickels that have been in circulation in the United States since the 1930s. This coin, like other modern nickels, is made of a combination of copper and nickel, and it weighs 5 grams while measuring 21.21 millimeters in diameter. On the front side, or the obverse, the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. This image has been a staple of the nickel's design since 1938. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find an image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, which has also been a part of the nickel design for decades. At first glance, this might seem like just another run-of-the-mill coin that holds no significant value beyond its face value of 5 cents. However, as with many coins, it's often the small details that can make a coin incredibly valuable. In the case of the 1994 nickel, it's the errors and variations that set certain pieces apart from the rest. Although the 1994 nickel was struck as part of a regular coin series, there were some unexpected mistakes that make specific coins highly sought after by collectors. One of the key reasons why the 1994 nickel stands out is due to the possibility of finding minting errors. These errors are typically the result of a malfunction in the minting process, where the dies used to strike the coin may be damaged, misaligned, or defective in some way. When this happens, the result is a coin that is not quite like the others. In the case of the 1994 nickel, some of the most valuable coins are those that were struck with significant errors, such as double die or repunched mint marks. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck multiple times, creating an effect where the image on the coin appears to be doubled. This error often happens when the die used to strike the coin shifts during the minting process, resulting in a coin that has a faint, double impression of the design. This can happen to various parts of the coin, including the word Liberty, In God We Trust, or even parts of the portrait of Jefferson himself. If you're lucky enough to find a 1994 nickel with a clear double die error, it can be worth far more than just 5 cents. Another valuable error that can occur in the 1994 nickel is a repunched mint mark. The mint mark, which indicates where the coin was struck, can sometimes be punched into the die multiple times, creating a slight misalignment or a double impression. This type of error is highly desirable among collectors, as it is rare and shows a flaw in the minting process that adds to the uniqueness of the coin. But it's not just errors that make the 1994 nickel valuable. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its worth. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition, meaning they have minimal signs of wear and tear, are more likely to be valuable than those that are heavily circulated. A coin that has been kept in pristine condition, free from scratches, dents, or discoloration, is more likely to command a higher price at auction or among private collectors. Coins with high-quality features and noticeable errors can fetch significant sums of money. While the average 1994 nickel may only be worth 5 cents, certain rare variations can see their values rise considerably. Coins with notable minting defects can range from a few $100s to several thousand, depending on the severity of the error and the condition of the coin. However, what's truly remarkable is how some of these coins, especially those with double die errors or rare mint marks, can achieve prices that are nothing short of incredible. One such example of a rare and valuable 1994 nickel was recently sold for a staggering $44,000. That's right, $44,000. A well-preserved 1994 nickel with a significant error in excellent condition was sold at an auction for an amount that would make any collector's jaw drop. This serves as a perfect example of how a coin that was originally worth just 5 cents can skyrocket in value when it's the right coin in the right condition. The error, combined with the scarcity and demand, turned this simple nickel into a true treasure. So, what are the chances of you finding a 1994 nickel worth that much? While it's certainly not common, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. Many collectors spend years searching through rolls of coins, looking for rare errors or unusual variations that could be hiding among the thousands of regular coins in circulation. The key is to look closely and carefully inspect each coin you come across. Pay attention to the small details, like the shape of the mint mark or any unusual doubling in the design. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare versions, you might just have a coin that could be worth a small fortune. If you happen to find a 1994 nickel that you believe might be valuable, the next step is to get it professionally graded. Coin grading is a process where experts assess the condition of a coin and assign it a grade based on its appearance. A higher grade means a higher value, so having a coin graded by a professional can give you a better understanding of its worth and market potential. Once graded, the coin can be sold to collectors or at an auction, where you could receive a price far beyond what you might have expected. In conclusion, the 1994 5-cent coin may seem like just another piece of pocket change, but it has the potential to be a valuable collector's item. Whether it's due to a minting error, like a double die or repunched mint mark, or simply because of its excellent condition, the 1994 nickel has earned a place in the world of numismatics. And who knows? You might just find yourself holding a coin that could be worth an extraordinary amount of money. After all, one 1994 nickel with a rare error was sold for an impressive $44,000. Top 5 1972 United States 5-cent coin, more commonly known as the nickel. At first glance, this coin might appear to be just another standard piece of pocket change. But for those who understand the significance of rare variations and minting errors, the 1972 nickel holds a special place in numismatic history. In this video, we'll explore what makes this particular nickel so valuable, what errors you should be on the lookout for, and how a simple 5-cent piece could be worth far more than you ever imagined. The 1972 nickel is part of the regular production of coins minted in that year by the United States Mint. Like other nickels, it's composed of a blend of copper and nickel, with a weight of 5 grams and a diameter of 21.21 millimeters. On the obverse side, you'll find a familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. This portrait has been a staple of the nickel's design since 1938 and continues to be featured on modern nickels today. The reverse side showcases Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home in Virginia, a design that has been associated with the nickel since the coin's introduction. To most people, a 1972 nickel may seem like just another coin in circulation, and in many cases, that's true. But what makes certain 1972 nickels so valuable is the presence of rare minting errors that can drastically increase their worth. These errors occur during the coin's production process, when something goes wrong during the striking of the coin. While errors are not terribly uncommon in coin production, some errors are rare enough to make specific coins highly desirable among collectors. One of the most exciting and valuable errors that can occur in the 1972 nickel is the famous double die error. This is when a coin is struck twice by the same die, causing the image on the coin to appear as though it has been doubled. The error often affects the inscription on the coin, such as the words Liberty or In God We Trust. The doubling effect can be seen clearly on these coins, and for collectors, it's a telltale sign that the coin is worth far more than its face value. A 1972 nickel with a double die error can fetch an impressive sum due to its rarity and the unique characteristics that set it apart from a regular, unaltered coin. Aside from the double die error, there are other types of minting defects that can add value to the 1972 nickel. For example, some 1972 nickels were struck with an incorrectly positioned die, causing parts of the coin to appear off-center or misaligned. These types of errors make the coin more distinctive and collectible. While the chances of finding a misaligned die coin are relatively low, when one is found, it can be a real treasure for numismatists and collectors. Condition plays a crucial role in determining the value of a coin, and the 1972 nickel is no exception. Coins that have been well preserved and are in excellent condition are always more valuable than those that have been heavily worn or damaged. A coin that shows little to no wear, with sharp details and bright surfaces, is considered to be in mint state and will command a higher price in the marketplace. Coins that are graded in high conditions, such as MS65 or above, can sell for a premium compared to those that are in lower grades. But what about the most prized and rare 1972 nickels? What makes some of them so extraordinary that they can fetch a staggering price at auction? Well, one specific 1972 nickel has become the stuff of legends in the coin collecting world. This rare specimen, with a significant double die error and in near-perfect condition, sold for an astonishing amount. When it was auctioned, it reached a price of an incredible $47,000. Yes, $47,000 for a single 5-cent coin. That's the power of rarity, the thrill of discovering an error, and the high demand for coins with unique and valuable features. You might be wondering, how can you find one of these rare and valuable 1972 nickels? The truth is, it requires patience and a keen eye for detail. Coin collectors often search through rolls of nickels from this year, carefully inspecting each coin for signs of minting errors. It's a task that takes time, but for those who are persistent, the reward can be extraordinary. If you're lucky enough to find a 1972 nickel with a double die error, or another rare flaw, it could turn out to be the jackpot you've been waiting for. But if you do come across a 1972 nickel that you suspect may have a rare error, it's important to have it professionally graded. Coin grading is a specialized process that involves experts examining the coin's condition and determining its authenticity. A high-grade coin can be worth significantly more than one that has been worn or damaged, and professional grading helps to ensure that you know exactly what you have in your hands. Once graded, the coin's market value can be better understood, and you can either sell it or keep it in your collection, knowing that you've discovered something truly valuable. In addition to looking for minting errors, it's also important to be on the lookout for any other variations in the 1972 nickel that might increase its value. While double die errors and misaligned die coins are the most well-known, other subtle differences, such as unique die cracks or unusual features, can also make a 1972 nickel more valuable. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the more you learn about the different types of errors and variations, the better equipped you'll be to spot hidden gems in your spare change. In conclusion, while the 1972 5-cent coin may seem like a regular nickel at first glance, it has the potential to be a valuable and rare collector's item. From double die errors to misaligned die coins, the 1972 nickel offers a variety of opportunities for collectors to find something truly extraordinary. And if you happen to come across one of these rare coins, you might just be holding a piece of numismatic history that could be worth a small fortune. After all, one lucky collector sold a 1972 nickel with a significant error for an astounding $47,000.